Did you know that TJ Maxx is actually a psychological casino? You are a gambler pulling a lever, addicted to the hunt. Let's look into the dark psychology of the bargain hunt to show you exactly how they use chaos to empty your wallet.
What they hide.
Picture this. It's Sunday. You've got a coffee in your hand, you're bored, and you tell yourself, I'll just pop in to see what they have. You know the vibe. The smell of overpriced vanilla candles, the slightly too bright fluorescent lights, and the absolute chaos of the home goods section. There are socks on the floor and a random toaster in the shoe section. But then, you see it. A genuine, high-end designer label. You check the tag. Compare at $120. Our price, $34.99. Your heart rate spikes. We think TJ Maxx is the island of misfit toys. We think when Macy's or Saks Fifth Avenue can't sell their stock, they back up a truck to the TJ Maxx warehouse and dump the leftovers for pennies on the dollar. Yeah, that's exactly what they want you to think.
There are over 4,800 TJX-owned stores globally. TJ Maxx, Marshalls, HomeSense, Winners. If their entire business model relied on accidental leftovers from other stores, they would have run out of clothes back in 1995. Think about it. Do you really believe that high-end designers are that bad at predicting their inventory? That they accidentally overproduce millions of identical shirts every single month like clockwork? If you walk into a TJ Maxx in New York, Chicago, and Los Angeles on the same day, you'll see the exact same random brands. That's not a coincidence. That's a supply chain. And that's where the smoke and mirrors begin to fade. Here is the wow moment, the secret sauce that allows them to print money. TJ Maxx doesn't just buy leftovers. They have buying power that would make a small country jealous. They go directly to massive designers, the ones you see on the labels, and they make a deal. They say, look, we want your logo on our racks, but we don't want your $200 Italian silk version. We want you to license your name to us, and we'll manufacture a cheaper, lower quality version specifically for our stores. It's called Made for Outlet or Special Purchase Inventory. It has the same logo, the same vibe, but the math is different. They use thinner cotton, cheaper buttons, and simplified cuts. And that compare at price? It's often a complete work of fiction. That $120 original price? The item might have never actually existed at that price point in any store on Earth. It's an anchor price designed to make your brain think you're winning a fight that was rigged before you even stepped into the ring. It's like a landlord who tells you the rent is $5,000, but he's giving you a special friend discount for $2,000, when the apartment was only worth $1,800 to begin with. You didn't find a deal, you just bought a product at its intended price, while they finessed your ego.
But why do we keep going back? If the clothes are just okay and the deals are fake, why is TJ Maxx more addictive than TikTok? Because, my friend, you aren't in a store, you're in a psychological casino. They use something called the treasure hunt effect. Think about the layout of a normal store. It's logical. Suits are with suits, jeans are with jeans. In TJ Maxx, it's a battlefield. You'll find a high-end leather bag next to a box of gourmet popcorn. This isn't bad management, it's deliberate psychological warfare. When you have to work to find that one gem in a sea of junk, your brain starts sweating. It's called sunk cost investing. Because you spent 20 minutes digging through those messy racks, you feel like you own the find. You've invested time. If you leave without it, that time was wasted. So you buy it, not because you need it, but because you won the hunt. And then there's the dopamine. Finding a designer logo in a pile of generic polyester triggers the exact same neurological pathway as pulling a lever on a slot machine and seeing 3 cherries line up. It's an intermittent reinforcement schedule. If every shirt was a winner, you'd get bored. But because 90% of the rack is trash, that one find feels like a jackpot. But here's the real kicker, the one-of-one delusion. In a regular store, if you see a shirt you like, you can ask for your size in the back. At TJ Maxx, there is no back. If you see that Calvin Klein jacket in a medium and you put it back on the rack to think about it, you know someone else will snatch it. They've weaponized FOMO. They create an environment of extreme scarcity. In your head, you aren't just shopping, you're competing. You buy it right now, hook, line, and sinker, because the casino convinced you this deal will vanish in 5 minutes. And let's not forget the anchor trap. Those compare at tags, they are your brain's worst enemy. Behavioral economists call this anchoring. By putting a big fake number like $150 at the top, your brain stops evaluating the item's actual value. It only sees the savings. You aren't spending $40. In your head, you're saving $110. The house always wins. If you want to actually beat the house, look for the yellow tags. Most items are made for TJ Maxx, but the yellow tags are the actual final clearances, the rare moments where the inventory is legitimately old and the math actually favors you. Everything else, it's just a cash cow for the empire.